Picture this. You're walking through a bustling Middle Eastern spice market. The air is thick with mystery, luxury hanging in every corner. That's exactly what happened to me when I first discovered Lattafa. What started as curiosity about this Dubai-based house turned into an obsession that changed everything I thought I knew about affordable luxury. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jesse, and I'm glad you clicked on this video. Today, we're diving deep into something special. We're not just talking about any fragrances, we're exploring the 5 absolute best Lattafa creations that have taken the fragrance world by storm. These aren't just budget alternatives, they're genuine masterpieces that punch way above their weight class. But here's what's really wild. One of these fragrances literally made my neighbor knock on my door asking what I was wearing. Another one, it became my dad's signature scent. And trust me, that man is picky about everything. We're going from coffee shop dreams to tropical paradise, from smoky winter nights to fresh summer mornings. Each of these fragrances tells a story, and some of these stories might surprise you. So grab your favorite drink and settle in, because we're about to discover why Lattafa has everyone from fragrance newbies to seasoned collectors completely obsessed. Let's start with the one that literally broke the internet, Khamrah Qahwa. Now, if you've been following fragrance trends, you've probably heard of the original Khamrah, but Qahwa, this is where things get interesting. Qahwa means coffee in Arabic, and boy does this fragrance deliver on that promise. But this isn't your basic Starbucks vanilla latte situation. We're talking about a sophisticated coffee experience that would make a Parisian cafe jealous. The opening hits you with this beautiful trinity: cinnamon that's warm and inviting, cardamom that adds an exotic spice kick, and ginger that gives it just enough bite to wake up your senses. It's like walking into a high-end spice shop where they're brewing the world's most expensive coffee. But here's where Khamrah Qahwa gets really clever. That middle section brings in praline. Imagine caramelized hazelnuts mixed with chocolate, candied fruits that add this jammy sweetness, and white flowers that keep it from being too heavy. It's gourmand, but it's sophisticated gourmand. The base though, that's where the magic happens. The coffee note isn't aggressive or bitter. It's more like roasted coffee beans mixed with vanilla cream. Tonka bean, adding this hay-like sweetness, and musk that makes it absolutely irresistible. Performance-wise, this thing is a beast. I'm talking 12 plus hours easy. And for the first 3 to 4 hours, people will know you're in the building. My friend Marcus sprayed this once, and his roommate was still complaining about the scent lingering 5 hours later. That's Lattafa's power right there. This is perfect for fall and winter. Absolutely perfect for date nights, and while it's technically unisex, it definitely leans more masculine. Ladies can absolutely rock this. But guys, this might be your secret weapon. The crazy part? Everyone keeps comparing this to Killian's Angel's Share. But honestly, after wearing both, they're cousins, not twins. Khamrah Qahwa has its own personality, and I actually prefer it in a lot of situations. Now, if Khamrah Qahwa is the sophisticated coffee shop, Honor and Glory is pure tropical luxury. This fragrance makes you feel like you're sipping piña coladas on a private beach, but with enough complexity to keep you interested all day. The opening is absolutely stunning. Juicy pineapple that's perfectly ripe, not canned, paired with creme brulee. Yes, you heard that right. It's like someone took the best dessert from a 5-star restaurant and turned it into a fragrance. Sweet but not cloying, tropical but refined. Here's what's brilliant about this composition. Just when you think it might get too sweet, the heart kicks in with this beautiful spice blend. Cinnamon adds warmth. Turmeric brings this interesting earthiness that most people never experience in Western fragrances. Black pepper gives it bite, and benzoin adds this resinous depth. The dry down is where BADE'E OUDH, Honor and Glory, shows its sophistication. Vanilla keeps the sweetness going, but it's balanced by creamy and smooth sandalwood, cashmeran that adds this soft woodiness, and moss that grounds everything with an earthy touch. Now, performance on this one is interesting. You're looking at solid 6 to 8 hours with really good projection for the first couple of hours. It's not a beast mode performer like some Lattafas, but it's definitely respectable. What's funny about Honor and Glory is that it's probably the most feminine-leaning fragrance in the BADE'E OUDH line. My buddy David, who wears everything, said this one felt too sweet for him, but his girlfriend absolutely loves it. It's definitely unisex, but it skews more toward the ladies. This is perfect for evening occasions, special events, or anytime you want to smell like an expensive tropical vacation. It's approachable enough for casual wear, but special enough for date nights. The bottle presentation is gorgeous too. Lattafa really stepped up their game with the BADE'E OUDH line. This looks like it belongs in a luxury department store. Here we go. This is the one that made my neighbor knock on my door. AMEER OUDH Intense Oud is pure winter magic in a bottle, and it's probably the most underrated fragrance in Lattafa's entire lineup. This fragrance is often compared to Maison Margiela's By the Fireplace, and I get why. But here's the thing. I actually think AMEER OUDH does it better. It takes everything good about that cozy, smoky vibe and makes it more wearable, more balanced, more complete. The opening is intense, hence the name. You get these beautiful woody notes mixed with agar wood that's clean and sophisticated. Not medicinal or barnyardy like some ouds can be. It's like walking into a room where someone's been burning the world's most expensive incense. The heart is where things get really interesting. Sugar and vanilla come together, but it's not simple sweetness. It's more like caramelized sugar, like when you're making creme brulee and you torch the top. There's this roasted, almost coffee-like quality that makes it incredibly complex. The base brings everything together beautifully. More agar wood, but now it's soft and integrated. Sandalwood that's creamy and smooth. Herbal notes that add this mysterious quality you can't quite put your finger on. Performance? This thing is nuclear. 8+ hours easy, with a projection that fills a room. I wore this to a small dinner party once, and by the end of the night, 3 people asked me what I was wearing. That's the power of well-done OUDH compositions. This is definitely a cooler weather fragrance. Fall and winter only. It's too rich, too intense for summer heat. But when the temperature drops, this becomes your secret weapon. The funny thing about AMEER OUDH is that it gets better as it develops. The first hour is beautiful, but hours 3 to 4, that's when it becomes absolutely magical. It morphs and changes, revealing new facets throughout the wear. This is definitely unisex, but it leans slightly masculine. Ladies who love rich, complex fragrances will absolutely love this. But guys, this might become your cold weather signature. Now, let's talk about the fresh option in our lineup. And I need to be completely honest with you here. CEDRAT Essence is actually from Paris Corner. Not directly from Lattafa, but it's such a popular choice in the Middle Eastern fragrance space that I had to include it. This is basically a love letter to Mansera's CEDRAT Boise, but with its own personality. If you've been curious about that fresh, citrusy, slightly smoky vibe, but don't want to spend Mansera money, CEDRAT Essence might be your answer. The opening is gorgeous, bright Sicilian lemon that's zesty and clean, bergamot that adds this sophisticated citrus touch, and blackcurrant that gives it a fruity sweetness. There are also herbal notes that make it feel fresh and natural, like you're walking through a Mediterranean garden. The heart develops into something really beautiful. You get fruits that are jammy and sweet, water jasmine that adds this clean, floral quality, and patchouli that grounds everything with an earthy depth. It's fresh, but it's not simple. The base is where things get interesting. Vanilla keeps some sweetness, white musk adds cleanliness, but then you get leather and cedar that give it this sophisticated edge. There's also sandalwood and moss that add complexity. Now, let's talk performance. And this is where I need to be honest. CEDRAT Essence is not a performance beast. You're looking at maybe 4 to 5 hours on skin, with moderate projection. It's definitely more of a skin scent after the first couple hours. But here's the thing. Sometimes that's exactly what you want. This is perfect for office wear, casual daytime occasions, or anytime you want to smell fresh and clean without announcing your presence to the entire room. This is absolutely unisex and leans neither masculine nor feminine. It's just fresh, clean, and appealing to pretty much everyone. The value proposition here is interesting. Is it as good as the original CEDRAT Boise? No, probably not. But at a fraction of the price, it gives you that same DNA, that same fresh, slightly smoky vibe that made CEDRAT Boise so popular. If you're new to fragrances and want something safe, versatile, and easy to wear, CEDRAT Essence might be perfect for you. Last but definitely not least, OUDH for Glory, the fragrance that started the entire BADE'E al-OUDH phenomenon and arguably put Lattafa on the map for serious fragrance enthusiasts. This is Lattafa's take on Inicio's OUDH for greatness. And the results are, well, they're controversial. Some people absolutely love this fragrance. Others can't stand it. There's really no middle ground, and I think I know why. The opening is intense. Saffron, that's golden and slightly metallic. Nutmeg, that adds warmth and spice. And lavender that tries to calm everything down. It's a complex opening that immediately lets you know this isn't going to be a safe, mass-appealing fragrance. But here's where things get tricky. Some batches of this fragrance have a medicinal, almost gasoline-like quality in the opening that can be off-putting. Other batches are smooth and beautiful from the start. It's inconsistent, which is frustrating. When it works, though, when you get a good batch, the development is absolutely beautiful. The saffron calms down. The OUDH becomes creamy and sophisticated, and you get this gorgeous interplay between spice and wood that's absolutely captivating. The base varies depending on the batch, but generally you get rich, woody, and complex OUDH, vanilla that adds sweetness, and various wood notes that give it depth and sophistication. Performance is generally very good. This is a Lattafa fragrance after all. You're looking at 8+ hours with good projection, though it can be polarizing enough that you might not want maximum projection. This is definitely a cooler weather fragrance, and it's definitely more masculine leaning, though adventurous ladies can absolutely pull it off. The thing about OUDH for Glory is that it's a high-risk, high-reward fragrance. When it works, it's absolutely stunning. When it doesn't, it can be unwearable. That's why it's both loved and hated. If you're curious about OUDH fragrances but nervous about spending big money, this might be worth trying. Just be prepared for the possibility that it might not work for you. So, there you have it. 5 completely different personalities from the Lattafa universe. But which one should you choose? If you're new to fragrances and want something safe and versatile, start with CEDRAT Essence. It's fresh, clean, and universally appealing. If you love gourmand fragrances and want something that performs like crazy, Khamrah Qahwa is your answer. It's sophisticated, long-lasting, and absolutely delicious. For tropical, evening vibes with a touch of luxury, Honor and Glory delivers that vacation feeling in a bottle. If you want something rich, complex, and perfect for cold weather, AMEER al-OUDH Intense OUDH is pure winter magic. And if you're feeling adventurous and want to explore the world of OUDH for Glory might be worth the gamble. Just understand it's not for everyone. The beautiful thing about Lattafa is that you can explore all of these for less than the cost of one designer fragrance. That's the magic of this house. Luxury that's actually accessible. What's amazing about Lattafa is how they've democratized luxury fragrances. These aren't just cheap alternatives. They're legitimate, high-quality fragrances that happen to be incredibly affordable. Each of these fragrances tells a story, creates a mood, and delivers an experience that rivals much more expensive options. That's the power of modern Middle Eastern perfumery. Which of these 5 Lattafa fragrances caught your attention? Are you team coffee with Khamrah Qahwa? Or are you ready for tropical vibes with Honor and Glory? Drop a comment below and let me know which one you're adding to your collection. If this deep dive helped you discover your next signature scent, smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our fragrance adventures. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, smell and feel good. Stay fragrant.